Last week was a very busy week at the School for Self-Healing. I had a very nice, large class on natural vision improvement and much work with quite a few wonderful people. Among them, 3 people that came from the Czech Republic all the way to San Francisco to work with me. The parents brought their 13-year-old girl who had very great nearsightedness, and it's the second visit she had. We have reduced her prescription and improved her vision from basically 7% of normal vision at times to be 60% of normal vision, and with few flashes of clear vision. She saw even 90% of normal vision, from 2300 to 2030. I was myself amazed. But when are you not amazed when you see great progress? So we stood by the beach. I gave her lenses with obstruction over her strong eye, and all of you should know this is a great exercise to have sunglasses that we break one lens and we put masking tape over the other lens, and we play ball or take a look at different details with the weaker eye while blocking the stronger eye. It makes the weaker eye work much better. Just now I had somebody who called me from Israel and told me that she reduced her prescription by 2 diopters and see better through the new prescription that she reduced than she saw with the old one. And her work, to a great extent, is exactly doing that, covering her strong eye and working hard with the weaker eye. And she even has, for several years, beginning of cataracts. But here's what happened when I worked with this wonderful, wonderful kid. A woman passed by with her husband and said, "What are you doing?" So I tried to explain it to her, and she seemed to completely not understand the concept of strengthening the weak eye and obstructing the strong eye with adults, as the field of ophthalmology basically blocks the whole idea that you can improve anything in the eyes after the age of 8. Some of them even push it forward to the age of 10, but most still at the age of 8. And here in my book, Vision for Life, I have passport pictures that were copied that show you that at the age of 38, I had much more core-sightedness, at the age of 48, much less, and at the age of 56, no core-sightedness. Well, returning to our story, she kept and asked me, "Why do you think you know what you're doing with vision?" I said, "Because I do. I'm the author of the book Vision for Life." She said, "I'm an ophthalmologist. I know everything." So I took a good look at her and said, "Actually, if you're an ophthalmologist, you know nothing. You know nothing about natural vision improvement. You know ophthalmology, but you don't understand that the vision can improve. And that is the curse that the 21st century had. Ophthalmologists don't believe that vision can improve. Neurologists don't believe that paralysis can be overcome. There is so much negativity in what the body can do for itself." She was taken back, of course. But when I mentioned the top physicians that are amazed and support my work, and again reminded her that I'm the author of Vision for Life, she retreated. And this is something for all of you to know. Don't go to your personal ophthalmologist and ask them, "Can my vision improve?" They'll say no, because they learned it can't, and it's a false learning. It's so false that they are trenching their feet in it. My problem is the opposite problems of people who can't prove themselves. I asked from 5 different institutions to come and research me. When they inquired and found that my reputation is very strong, and that actually people who come to me improve their vision, like the 18 people who came to my eye class last Saturday and all of them had vision improvement. When they learned that, they did not want to send anyone to prove that what I'm doing is right. Just think about it. Because what I'm doing is right, if it's going to be practiced everywhere in the world, no longer retinal detachment related to nearsightedness. That's more than 40% of the retinal detachments. If I'm right, no more glaucoma. If I'm right, we can prevent cataracts. If I'm right, the whole vision industry will change. And you go further. If you can prevent so many people from getting to the wheelchair, going to a nursing home, by learning kinesthetic awareness and working with the body, what would the field of neurology and neurosurgery will do? So yes, I'm right. And yes, my reputation is impeccable. And people know about my work all over the world. And the problem that I have is pushing it forwards, because the whole establishment doesn't want that to happen. So yes, we do want to have fundraising. People who can donate to our existence may help us to raise the money so we can research our work independently. And right now we build a publishing home. Maybe that's also a good start. We found a great distributor, and we're only learning how to do this. But maybe some people could donate for that. The most important thing, get through your head, nature is powerful. The world is in movement. Light moves in an amazing speed. We think it's static, but it actually moves. Atoms, molecules, they move in an amazing speed. The wind moves, the ocean moves. All the power of nature is around us, and we hide from it. Just like the class that was saying, we sit here, we don't even know there is wind outside. And when we visit the wind, we got afraid. Let's be a part of the wind, immerse in it. It was so much more comfortable to sit back inside after spending 20 minutes and enjoying the wind and the sun. So we decided to conquer nature instead of give ourselves to nature. And the purpose of my work is to help people know the powers that nature gave them, to be humble, to be accepting, to learn that the inner awareness of the body is vast, endless, that the blood runs in an amazing speed, that degeneration of the vision, degeneration of the body, is all comes because we're trying to stop the movement which is within us. And when I work with people, it's with partnership, helping them discover the inner capacity of the body, learning from them and teaching them, learning how they discover it, learning about the blocks of discovering it, learning how to teach them, and learning further wise thoughts for my own students. And for that reason, I feel that I'm training a whole new practitioner, one that is open to a person's strength, one that will do outside of the institution what the institution will have to do finally itself. And let's hope sooner rather than later. With many blessings, your friend Meir.